Auto again. We are here with this 2007 ES350 Lexus. It has the 3.5 Toyota engine in it. Many speculation saying that you have to pull this radiator and everything out of this car. Upper radiator hoses. I've watched guys turn around and pull like transmission lines. That means you're losing a lot of fluids. You are going to lose some coolant fluid. If you pull this cross member that's up here, I got it sitting over here because I didn't want to disconnect the cable on the hood release. You pull that. There's two little ducts that come off right here. They're air ducts. They go to the air box. Pull the battery plate. It gives you a little bit more room to deal with when you're trying to get this tube that comes down from the air box, which is right here. Unplug the wire that goes to the hood latch that tells you whether it's open or not. There are two wires on the alternator itself. Obviously, we know this. It's like every alternator if you're working on a car. You have one that's bolted on, and you have one that's plugged in. Those are right down there. Let me get some light up in here. Those are right down there. They're hanging. That's a piece of foam that fell off that alternator I just moved up. There's a plug here. There's another bolt on the front valve cover. If you move it, it gives you a little bit more play on that line. That hose there comes off. And down here, there is a tensioner to release. It's a 13, I think, is what I use to remove that. Actually, I know it is because there's the 13's crow's foot on the belt tensioner tool. Alternator has two 14 mil bolts. If you pulled a few 10 millimeter bolts off this shroud, like I said, I did pull the one mounting bolt on the front bumper. Gingerly pull the grill. One reason why I pulled the grill was because underneath it, the horns are mounted to the front of this, and you got to get to a couple bolts that are on the front side of this. It makes it easier without that there. If you want to take the extra steps to pull the fans and everything else, once you got this loose, this allows this to move back and flex a little bit. Gives you about that ½ an inch when you flex this radiator back. Gingerly flex it back. If you disconnected that upper radiator hose, you'd probably get a little bit more. I left it there so I didn't take a chance of flexing too much. And then you can pull that alternator right up out of here. If you watch some of these videos, these guys go pretty nuts. This car's, they jack it up and everything else. I have not jacked this car up. I might have to jack it up to take the passenger tire off to get the belt back on. But take your time. There are a few tricks to some of these cars. This is a nightmare alternator if you try doing it the way they want to. This is a quick trick. I have them out. This alternator is out in under an hour. It goes back in under an hour. If you know the trick to pull the radiator forward. A lot of guys don't want to do it because they don't realize that this will allow that to flex that far. Again, tips and tricks from Jake's Auto.